Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jose Cruz, and on this very special of Miracle Boy Boxing, here I have with me today one of my favorite Puerto Rican fighters in boxing today, currently active. Ladies and gentlemen, he's making his return to the ring on January 3rd on the Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz card, in what should be a tremendous card and a tremendous fight in the fight that he'll take part of against Yanquiel Rivera, 2020 Olympian, undefeated. A very interesting task ahead. Former WBO junior flyweight champion of the world, Jonathan La Bomba Gonzalez. How are you, Bomba?
Hey man, I'm okay, man. I'm a little bit tired, but
Yeah.
I always say, yo, man, have to do these things. For me, for the sport, and for the big event we have on January 3rd.
Yes, sir. I'll be looking forward to it. I even got my ticket for that event, so I'm excited. Um, all right. So before we get deep into your career, man, it's been a tremendous career so far. I've been following it. Majority of your career. You're a hell of a fighter. But let's dive into the beginning, Bomba, with you, man. How did you got into boxing? How did the boxing career of Jonathan La Bomba begin?
I started when I was like 6 years old. My father was a boxer too. He was a Golden Glove champion, gold
Uh,
medal. I started there when I was six, 7. I made my first fight when I was 11. No, 11, yeah, 11 years old. But I went to sport boxing with my father. I used to go to the gym every time, see him train and see him do his thing. And then since that, I've been in boxing all my life.
nice. And that's a very young age to start, which is the right age to start. Very young. So I researched on your I looked into your amateur background, man. You have a very deep amateur background. You won gold twice in the Centro Americano games. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
You won gold in Maya West and you won gold in Guadalajara. How was that experience for you, man? To represent Puerto Rico in those amateur games and win gold twice.
Yo, I went to a lot of tournaments in the whole world. I went to my first big experience was the 2008 World Championship, Junior World Championships. That was like you had to have 18 or 17 or 18. And that's fight I made 5 fights. I fought against first fight was against Philippines. No, it was Philippines, no, Australia.
Okay.
I beat Australia, then I fought against Philippines. After that, I went for the bronze medal. I fought against Kazakhstan. I won 14-13, and
Damn.
then I got bronze. And then when I was gonna secure um the the silver medal, I fought United States.
Uh-huh.
I won United States in the finals, and I fought Cuba. And then
Damn.
the Cuba was one of the I thought it was one of the easiest fight I had, because I don't know, in that moment I saw him I saw that guy so strong, so big. But I've been fighting, you know what I mean? And I wanted that gold. Right
Yeah.
now I'm the fifth world champion, in the world's youth worlds. We have Rafael Gomez, we have John Joe Molina,
Yeah.
we have Aníbal Acevedo, we have Pipino Licea, and I'm the last Puerto Rican fighter to get that gold medal. And
Nice,
then
nice.
there was
Another
Maya
thing.
West. I
Yeah,
went
go
to
ahead.
Maya
Go ahead.
West, 2010. That was here in Puerto Rico, and that was one of my bestest accomplishment that
And
I had, and I'm so happy, man. And I went to that Olympic. That's like a Central American Games. I got gold, and they make me
yeah,
man happy.
nice. And the thing is, you mentioned that Maya West tournament. You posted up on your story a picture of it. I saw it earlier this morning, I think it was, and it's funny that you brought that up because I had it a part as my question, and I was like, "Damn, look at the picture. The gold medals. You got
Yeah.
Ricky Marquez in the corner. I think he was the trainer for you guys at the time.
He was the mentor. He was the guy that was doing everything. The trainers was Chiqui Laureano and Cano. con Cataño.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, man. So we're gonna dive into your professional career. So you had, as we all know, a very deep, successful amateur career. Two gold medals from the Central Americano Games, one from Guadalajara and the other one from Maya West, as you just mentioned.
Yeah.
So you turned pro eventually. You was able to rack up 13 straight wins without a loss, and then here came the setbacks with Giovanni Segura, Jober Alvarez, and Kosai Tanaka. How
Mhm.
did, as a fighter yourself, how did those setbacks? What did those setbacks taught you as a fighter going forward?
My first fight was very hard. Um, I have to say because it's hard because after I lost that fight, I was signed with Top Rank. Um, I had a lot of depression after that fight just because that was my first loss,
Yeah,
and I wanted to be a world champion in that moment. But I understand God, um, God is God has something for you no matter what's happening. You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
And after I got that loss, I made a couple of fights, and then I lost against I think it was the Philippine guy.
Jober Alvarez, I think.
Yeah, that I don't have no excuses. That fight, I was not 100% me. It was not 100%. I fought in 112, but I was not 100% there.
And then
Um,
yeah,
and
then the
then
Kosai Tanaka fight.
the Kosei Tanaka fight, I was 100% prepared for that fight. Kosei Tanaka was better than me.
Yeah,
He was just better. I was beating him on two of the scorecards. I don't think in that moment I don't think Kosei was better than me, but
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
he was more he had more condition than me. I that was my first fight at 12 rounds. In the second round, I don't know what to do. I was getting the experience no matter what because I fought a lot of fights, but I didn't get to fight 12 rounds. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right. Another
I
thing with
was
Giovanni
scared.
Segura fight, man.
I was
Anytime I
scared.
look at that fight, the Giovanni Segura fight, anytime I look at that fight, I'm like, if Giovanni had fought you today, you'd have outboxed him no problem.
I would have been. I lost against Jordan with Saturday. Sunday, I'll fight him. I'll beat him. He give me with a good shot.
Yeah,
All the fighters are taking good shots. Pacquiao, bro, Mayweather, to
yeah.
everybody taking good shots, bro. He gave me a good shot. I didn't get to recover.
It's how you bounce back from those kind of losses, which is what brings me to my next question, Bomba. Elwin La Pulga Soto. Ya tú sabes, grande batalla, grande victoria, big win. You were the huge underdog going into that fight, man. I think I read an article somewhere saying that you had plans to retire if you did not win that fight. Was that true?
Yeah, yeah. First thing, because I studied. I did did my own degree.
Yeah,
I work in casinos here in PR.
yeah,
The first thing I did, the first when I came down from the close safe fight, Paco from WBO talked to me. He said, "Yo, go down to 108, do a
yeah,
couple of fights in 108, and we're gonna give you the opportunity again because you did a great. You know why they gave me opportunity? Because the
yeah.
big fight I did to Kosei Tanaka, but the Tanaka
Oh,
I lost, but I won at the same time.
yeah,
But Paco said, "Yo, go down to 108. We're gonna give you another opportunity. Just get ready." And I did one fight in 108. I
yeah,
went down. It was hard to go down. I was not doing things right. I got
yeah,
a nutrition coming up Pares. We went down. We did a good fight again in Miami. We did in Miami 108.
yeah,
After I did 108, they put me number one in the world. And then I fought Soto. I
yeah.
was a 10-1 underdog.
Listen, man, you
Uh,
went to underdog. You were in uncharted territory. You were in front of a big population of Mexican and Mexican American fans.
I was against the I was against the judges. I was against the referee. I was against Nashville.
Thing, man,
I was against everyone. You
everything.
know what?
So,
Came on top.
and I remember, yes, sir. We're gonna get into that in a second. And I remember leading up to the fight, I was reading comment section like, "No way, Bomba wins this," because at the time, Edwin Lapuga Soto was one of the top Mexican champions in the sport, and here you're coming in with 2 losses, and you outboxed and won a decision and was able to become world champion.
It was the best one in that moment.
I saw your reaction. We all saw your reaction when the winner was announced, which was you. How did it feel to finally win that big one and raise the world title up in the air for Puerto Rico?
Yo, I'm the champion number 22. I'm not. I'm so grateful. God gave me the opportunity and the moment that He said, it was not my moment. Um, I can say right now, I got a whack ass. I'm sorry. I got whack. I didn't get paid well. You know what I mean? In that moment, I didn't care how I was gonna get how much they're gonna pay me. Um,
Yeah.
but I said this is my opportunity to be big in the sport. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Right now, when I won that title, yo, I didn't sleep in 2 days, bro. I didn't sleep in 2 days just because I was so happy what's going on. Um,
Yeah.
that Yankee wrote to me, Miguel
Yeah.
Cotto, the governor, Molusco. A lot of people wrote to me when became a world champion. They said, "Yo, this is real happening, yo." And
How was the
glad to
party?
have it.
Did you party? Did you party after your
Yo,
win?
yeah, I always party. You
Nice,
always party.
nice.
It don't matter. I'm a young guy. I'm a young guy. I was that when I was 30 years old. I was young.
Yeah.
I'm still young. I think we can still have some parties
Yeah.
every time we're not in training camp.
Nice, nice. So you got that win over Edwin Soka. Big win. Big massive upset, according to professionals and boxing analysts. So you got that win, then you followed it up with a win over Mark Anthony Barriga, who was a Filipino Olympian. We're talking about your championship reign here. You had three title defenses, right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone is calling this win over La Pulga Soto. Oh, that's it. After this is a fluke. No, 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 no. You went in there with world class fighters after that. Continue to defend against Mark Anthony Barriga, who was a Filipino Olympian. Good fight,
Olympian. Yeah,
competitive. And
yeah.
then you went and traveled to Japan, man, to defend your belt against Shokichi Iwata, who, in my opinion, was a dangerous fight and who is still one of Japan's top fighters and even became world champion after you beat him. And then you
Yes,
followed
sir.
it up with a win over Rene El Chulo Santiago, who currently holds that same belt. You defended it against him. It's crazy. So these wins are aging well. And and during that time, Puerto
Can you
Rico,
can you you follow boxing?
yes, sir.
Do you follow boxing? Can you tell me one Puerto Rican fighter that has become world champion? I'm not gonna say a lot, but can you
Yeah.
tell me one Puerto Rican champion right now in the last take out Cotto 5 years?
Mhm.
That has been world champion and they beat the person and then that person becomes a world champion. World champion.
It's been a while since we saw that.
You haven't seen it since Cotto.
Been a while. And that was a good point that I brought up because these wins are solid wins, man. These fighters, you beat them and they kept losing. No, they kept winning and they became world champions.
Yes, sir.
So, and at that time during your reign, Bomba, you were carrying the island on your back because there was no male Puerto Rican world champion during that time. The only world champion was Amanda Serrano.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, male Puerto Rican fighter, world champion was only you. And it's been a minute, so you were carrying the island on your back. So, did you feel any pressure off of that?
I'm never feeling pressure, bro. I'm never feeling pressure for me. I fight for my children, my two girls.
Yes,
I
sir.
fight for Puerto Rico. I know that we fight for Puerto Rico.
Yes,
I fight
sir.
for my own flag. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, I'm going home to see my children. You know what I mean? I fight
Yes,
for
sir.
them. I'm always be thankful for me. But I think Puerto Rico. Okay, we Puerto Rican should be together. You know what I mean? Be
Yes, sir.
together. We have a lot of champions. There will be a lot of champions upcoming. But in
Yeah.
that moment, I was the only champion. But I was doing my own. I was doing my job. You know what I mean? My job is to fight. My job is to train. My job is to retain my belts, and that's what I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I enjoyed every single one of those fights and that title reign. So, you made three successful title defenses at 108 pounds. You decided to drop your title to move up to 112 to take on Anthony Alasakuaga. We all know what happened in that fight. The headbutt, it was a competitive fight. You buckled him twice prior to the stoppage. The headbutt happened. The fight was over. They unfortunately gave you a TKO lot, but I thought that was bogus. It was before 4 rounds. You don't score a fight before 4 rounds. It was a no decision at first. They changed it to a TKO.
That's
You decide.
abysmal.
You
That's
decided to. You decided to step back from the ring for a minute to come back for this fight. What was the motive for that step back? Was it to clear your mind,
I
rest?
needed in that moment. I can't. I'm not gonna just go in
Yeah,
personal life, but
yeah,
I was not in my best moment there right now. Personally, I was not in my
yes,
best
sir.
moment. I fought a squad. I was very ready. But when I went down to a squad fight, personally, I was not there. You know what I mean? I
Yes,
took
sir.
a step from boxing. I was doing different things. No matter what, I was training. I was running. I was sparring my own students.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
was every day. I was always doing something. You know what I mean? I was
yeah.
running. I was
Stay
sparring.
busy.
I was hitting the bag. Sometimes I was doing some push-ups. I was not. I was there. I was far, but I was not that far. That's why
Yeah.
I took a step back. I needed some space for me, and that's what I did.
Which brings me to my next question. January 3rd, Coliseo Roberto Clemente, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Big card, Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz rematch. January 3rd, like I said, you'll be taking on 2020 Olympian, the only Puerto Rican to represent Puerto Rico in the Olympics, undefeated Yankiel Rivera.
Yes.
And I've said this many times. This is one of the most intriguing and interesting fights on the card, besides the main event. And this is one of the best fights that I'm looking forward to because you have on one side undefeated, hungry, never been a world champion, has all the talent in the world. And then on one side, you got you, Bomba, former world champion, has been to the mountaintop, tasted the world title already. So much experience, but yet still hungry. This is what makes this fight interesting. And you got the boxing pedigree, you got the punching power to compete with Yankel. So, and this is the kind of fight with a fighter in your position who haven't fought a minute. Usually they'll take a tune up or two. No, Yankel is straight into the fire. Why Yankel Rivera?
I'm thinking this in this moment in my life and this my age, my experience, ex world champion, I'm not Olympian, but um I do think I was gonna be Olympian, but I'm not Olympian. Yo, I don't need tuna fights. We don't need them. The tuna fights could be worse than big fights. You know what I mean? Because you don't know who you're gonna fight. You don't know.
Yeah,
You're not gonna train mentally for that fight, for a tune-up fight.
yeah,
This is a tune-up fight. I don't need to train. No. Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Jordan MVP gave me a call.
yeah.
Late September, middle September. Yo, what you think of the fight of Junkyard? I said, yo, send me the contract. Let's see what's up. Yes, say
That's what's
yes.
up.
I don't gotta need no tune-up. I'm not gonna say. They told me, yo. They told me.
Yeah,
This is inside negotiation. You know what I mean? Jordan told me, yo, Jonathan, I want you to fight Jankir. And I say, yo, I'll fight him tomorrow. Just send me the contract.
yeah.
Let's see what's up. And he said, but I want you to do a tune-up fight. I say, oh, where you want me to do my tune-up fight? They want me to send me to Santo Domingo.
Mm,
I I stand back. I don't have nothing against Santo Domingo fights. I don't have it. Truly.
yeah,
But I don't see myself fighting in Santo Domingo. I respect Schwan boxing. I know Schwan. I love Schwan boxing. They know me. I love them, yo. But I didn't want to fight in Santo Domingo for a tuna fight. You know what I mean?
got you.
And after happening, I lost my passport. I was moving in Pampa. I lost my passport. The government was closed. And I said, yo, Jordan, I can't get a passport. I can't go to Santo Domingo. But because if Jordan says, yo, you gotta do it, I'll just go and do it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But I didn't want to. And then Jordan said, yo, let's go directly to fight John Kidd. That's why right now there's no title on the line.
yes, sir. Right. As a 10 rounder, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no titles on the line, but it feels like a championship fight, man, because this is a very intriguing fight, very
I
exciting fight.
Yo, truly, I tell the truth. There's still 5 weeks left.
Yeah,
I'm I think I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but hopefully it could be a title on the line. It can That can be. I'm number 7 at WBO.
yeah,
He's number 8. I don't know if the WO wants to do something again. They offer
Maybe
something, but
maybe an
I
interim title
think
there.
we still got time. We still got time to make
Yeah,
an interim belt. I don't know if they're
yeah,
gonna make an interim belt. You have a champion that's fighting. That's Olasquaga. I think it's disrespectful for him to make an interim belt. But we could do a how you say a little eliminatoria. You know what I mean?
yeah. I was see. Now this fight right here. So after this, January 3rd, big fight, Young Rivera. Um, how are you? I've been watching you. Like I said, I follow you all the time, and I've prior to this fight being announced, but you were saying this comeback is going to be personal. I'm hungry. I want that world title again. Uh, and I've seen you in training, your footage, your little videos here in the stories. You're to me, you're ahead of schedule, man. You look physically strong, physically fit. You're ready to go 15 rounds if anything. How do you feel, man? Physically, strong,
Yo,
mentally,
I'm training right now. I have a new physical trainer. He's not new. It's my cousin. He studied. He's doing a degree in what's all about physical. Working
yeah,
hard. I wanted to do physical, but I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to get big. You know what I mean? I just want to stay like get strong. I don't
yeah,
want to get big. I just want to stay strong. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm working with him, Edwin. I'm working with Pensa, always the guy that has helped me all my life in my physical, in my track, my condition, um, and my father and Elio. You know what I mean? This is my team. I've been working over it's been over 10 weeks that I've been training. Um,
nice,
I'm doing my things. I'm running. I'm going to physical. I'm going to boxing.
yeah,
Today we went to Bayamon to Nemillo. I did 8 good rounds. Good rounds. I'm telling you, good. When I tell you good rounds, I'm telling you that we're talking about 8 good rounds. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm in condition. And we still have 5 more weeks.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
And we have a little bit more to do. But I'm just crazy, man. I'm crazy to come January 3, demonstrate why I was a world champion and why I want to become a world champion.
Yes, sir. And that's what makes this fight interesting because you got a potential world champion on the other side, and you got a former world champion who's still hungry for another world title. Last question for you, man. Before we get out of here, it's been a long day for you. I'm sure you train hard, ready to kick some ass on January 3rd. Any message to your fans for the fight on January 3rd? On any message to your opponent, Yankiel Rivera?
He better be ready. He's gonna get his ass whooped. That's the only thing I gotta say. I'm not
Man, I
gonna
got
say much. I'm not gonna say much. I can
yeah,
fight 10 rounds. I can box you. I can fight. I could work. I could work in the pocket. Yes, I can. I could do a lot of things. But that night, he's gonna get his ass whooped. It doesn't matter. He's my friend. He's my friend. I'm not gonna say he's not my friend. He's my friend.
yeah,
I would just want. I just need a. I have to take something out of my system. My last fight, I fought against Squaga. Got a
yeah,
headbutt. Bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna take all that out of my system. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do my job like I'm supposed to do it. Here, not here.
yes, sir. And man, this is one of the reasons I bought my ticket. And I'm looking forward to it. Um, any message to your fans, man?
No, love y'all. Love y'all. I want to thank you a lot for the opportunity to be here, man. I'm always try to be here no matter what. You're a person that always been following my career, following my fights. I'm always be. I love my fans. See you January 3rd. Gonna see the best bomba out there. If I lose, it's because Janget is better than me, but I'm not. In my dictionary, there's no L.
Let me tell you something. You've been training like an animal so far, and I know you're gonna go down swinging. Um, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate Bomba man for giving me the time out of your busy schedule to come on my channel and chop it up here.
Man, God bless you. And if you need, just let me hook me. Just write
Yeah,
to
man.
me. I'm always gonna be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to January 3rd, like many of us, and it can't come soon enough, champ.
See
Um,
you, see you there, bro.
yes, sir. Ciao. Have a good night, champ. Rest up.
Bien.
Woo! How was that interview, guys? I mean, this was the biggest interview on my channel. I've had Nicolas Flas on here twice, but Nicolas Flas is a hell of a fighter. But Bomba Gonzalez, former world champion. This is my first ever world champion, former world champion that I've ever interviewed, and it was an honor, man. It was an honor. Like I just told Bomba, it was an honor to be here, to interview him on my channel, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. He has a big chance against Yankee Rivera. Yankee Rivera ain't no slouch, but neither is Bomba. He's a former world champion who's hungry, who's getting in monster shape. So this is a crazy fight in the Amanda Serrano versus Eric Cruz fight. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this interview as much as I did. It was exciting. And January 3rd can't come soon enough, man. I got my ticket, like I said, and I'm gonna be in the building in el Coliseo Roberto Clemente in San Juan, Puerto Rico. See you guys on January 3rd as well, man. Peace. Before I leave, Miracle Boy Boxing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing right here. And I'll see you guys in my next video or whenever I'm live again. Peace.